Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a collective oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Thursday, September 18th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We've got Faded, a pocket love oracle by Athene Noctua. I got this off Amazon. I think like $10. I don't know. Figure it out. If you want it, figure it out. It's 12 cards for $12. 12 cards for $10. You do the math. Oh wait, didn't we have this? Didn't we just have this? Something similar? I think it was with this card. I think we had the red flag. All right, with bottom of the deck, we've got 3 cards. We've got karmic relationship. We've got step back. And bottom of the deck, learn more about each other. So here's the feminine, masculine, take how it resonates, doesn't matter. Sometimes when we get into relationships, we're blinded by the fact that we want to be in a relationship, that we want to be with another person, that we want to come into union, that we want a partner, that, we quote unquote don't want to be lonely, that kind of thing. And there is nothing wrong with having those feelings. Absolutely nothing wrong with having those feelings. We should be in relationships with another human being. You should be able to find comfort in another human. You should have a soulmate. Everyone should. That would be amazing. That would be lovely. Sometimes we get into relationships with people and we either don't notice right away that there's some type of toxicity, or we see like that little red flag and we discount it and we think, okay, well, maybe this is just something, like it's not like they're a beater or an abuser, right? But they say something and you're like, why are you saying that? Like what? Like, can we work on that? Maybe you need to work on that. Here's the thing. Sometimes you get into some type of situation where you need to gather some facts. So you need to investigate. Because maybe your intuition isn't picking up on something. Maybe it is picking up on something, but when you look at it, you're like, this is so tiny and this is so small. Like, yeah, okay, it's a red flag, but it's not that kind of red flag. It's not, like I said, it's not abuse. It's not neglect. It's not, full blown, like they're a user, they're an addict or anything like that. So you're looking at it with questions. If it's safe to do so, if your well being isn't in jeopardy, get to know that person. I would say as fast as you can. And if for some reason that red flag becomes the biggest red flag that you've ever seen, then get the hell out of there. I was watching a reader yesterday, and I think it's Gary's Tarot. Is it Gary's Tarot? I actually like him a lot. I don't subscribe, but like when his videos pop up on my thing, like I'll watch the Gemini, I'll watch the Virgo, I'll watch the Aries, because those are all my main ones. Um, he had said something yesterday in one of his videos that sometimes even the simplest thing, and you don't even really think about it until later. But sometimes even the simplest thing is like a red flag that like you're not supposed to be in a relationship. And he said this one specific thing, and I didn't really think about it until he said it. But what he said was is somebody from your past is in regret and they want to get back together with you, or they want to get with you because maybe they never got with you and they regret that. But they don't have enough confidence to come in and say something. They don't have enough confidence to reach out, to talk to you. And he said, that's a red flag. And I kind of sat there and I was like, well, but then when I thought about it, like self-confidence, like, don't you want somebody that's self-confident? Like, don't you want somebody that, knows what they want and they're not afraid to say it, right? It just made me realize that something that I wouldn't necessarily look at as a red flag is a red flag. And it could even be, he was talking about this too, like somebody that looks down on themselves, somebody that is constantly critiquing themselves in a negative way. Why would you want to be with that person? Because that kind of shows like they don't love themselves. If they don't love themselves, are they going to love you properly? And that just goes back to, if they don't love themselves, they're not going to take care of themselves and they're going to do whatever they're going to do. And if they don't love themselves, they might not love you. They're not going to care what they do to you, right? Red flag. Perfect scenario, and this is just a scenario. Somebody doesn't give a shit about themselves. They don't care about their own health, right? So let's say you're dating them. They don't care about their health. They cheat on you with every person they meet, and you find out. That put you in jeopardy, right? That puts your life in jeopardy, your health in jeopardy. That's more than a red flag. That's like, hell no. But they're doing it because they don't love themselves. They don't respect themselves. Thereby, they don't respect you because they cheat on you, right? All goes hand in hand. If your spidey sense isn't kicking in or you're having questions, talk to somebody. Talk to this person. Talk to your person or the person you think that's your person and learn more about them to see. And here's the other thing. I've been talking about this. I talked about this a little bit last night on one of the readings. Everybody is at a different stage of healing. You could be farther along and this person could be just starting out. So it's not that they're karmic, it's not that they're toxic. It's just that they're starting to work through all their issues and you're already farther along on the road. There's nothing wrong with that. Are you going to help them? Are you going to encourage them to move forward? If you ask them questions about their situation, maybe you can offer suggestions. Maybe you can help them. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I said this yesterday too. You could have a fear that, oh, well, I'm going to help them heal, but then they're, like they're just going to stop healing and they're going to go back to the person that they are. Anybody could do that. I said last night on one of the videos, like in January, February, I will have been healing. I will have been on my healing journey for 3 years. I could fall off the healing journey tomorrow. I could tomorrow I could totally wake up and just be like, everybody in the warehouse, I'm going to drink like a fish. I'm going to get me some I could literally do that tomorrow. Anybody can do that. Anybody can fall off the wagon. Anybody. You could be on your healing journey 20 years and you can fall off the wagon. It's relatable to alcoholism, right? Drugs, sex, addiction. Like, there are alcoholics that go 30 years without drinking. And then all of a sudden, one day, they just fucking pick up a bottle of tequila and that's it. It's over. That 30 years of sobriety is gone. It happens every day. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing over and over again. Um, I hope it resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you were entertained. I'll talk to y'all later.